No, this interface is nicer to use for the pen, so you need to use the pen. Except for scrolling, which is lovely on the fingers. What? What? But they make... This is the thing, why is Apple so rich if they suck so much? Because if you use them like they intended to, it's so good. It's just such an experience. Like, I don't know if you were here, Pingo, but when Siri was using this, she tried it. Sidecar. And it was so good at drawing that she preferred it over her Wacom Cintiq 13-inch pen display. It's a Wacom tablet with a screen built into it. So it's like the industry standard for drawing and design on computer. And she preferred the iPad. And it's wireless. So it's like absolutely sick. Tom Lipton in the video. This is why you have kids, right? So they can help you lift things. Not gonna lie, I've thought about that in the future, like when I can ask Ebbe for help. How will that feel? That a clone of myself would help me lift the couch or whatever. Well, very sturdy. This dude, he manufactures parts for, I think it's MIT. One of these like university science labs anyway, for like particle splitters and shit. That's what he does for a day job. He makes parts in a like super advanced shop, like mega advanced shit. And this is his home shop where he just fucks around and makes whatever he feels like. His name is Tom Lipton, and his YouTube channel is Ox Tools. I guess we could do that so you see it. Ox Tools. He is, yeah, he's got so much content, and it's a lot about his sort of ethos is that he's preserving the knowledge. Like this is Meatloaf, which is just he's chilling around. But when he's doing episodes on like how to do things, he's teaching techniques, showing how he does like surface grinding or how you measure certain things, tips and tricks and manufacturing techniques that he does to preserve the knowledge, teach people, and create a wealth of knowledge. It's super fascinating stuff, going into like precision measurements and like the size of flatness and a lot of fun stuff. But I think now that I've eaten, I'm gonna grab a quick shower and head to bed. Thank you all for being here, especially the new people, man. We've had a fantastic stream. It's been 12 hours. And we got the setup up and running. We'll be back tomorrow for more live content. Tomorrow there's going to be we're going to be away for the day. Perhaps I bring the rig. Not sure. 12 hours today, 15 hours yesterday, yeah, right. So the setup, I want to be able to do 16 hours a day. I want to be able to just always be here. Imagine if you have a friend you live next to. That's the precipice of my intentions for the stream. You have your best friend living next doors. You just know that you're welcomed at any time. You could just go over there, knock on the door. You don't even knock. You just let yourself in, and maybe he's having sex with his missus, whatever. You know, it's like, whoopee, I'll be back in 30 minutes. Or 10. That's what I want. I want this to be a place where we just hang out. You come by whenever you want to. Maybe sometimes I'm doing things that are interesting to you. Sometimes I don't. Maybe you don't like this video game I'm playing. Maybe you don't like it when I'm gardening. Maybe you don't like it when I'm cooking. But hey, this is just, I'm sharing my life, whatever I'm up to. That's the precipice of what I want to do going forward. This setup is built for Siri specifically, but I'm going to be test running it for a bit, and we'll see. It's not clear. We've talked a little bit about making her channel be very polished. Like this is, you come there to just watch a show. And then that she's on here, and this is the reality show channel. If you don't know what my name is Johannes, and my channel is Johannes Liv, meaning my life in Swedish. I hope to get the name just Johannes. It's available. It's reserved for a cool person, and if I get cool enough, Twitch will give it to me. So then we'll be Siri and Johannes. That feels special, though it's not super critical. Weird names is better on Twitch. You would think that Siri is like a fantastic name on Twitch. You're wrong. When you're searching for Siri, that is not Siri. It's not the first search answer. If she's live, she is. But if she's not live, there'll be like 10 different recommendations ahead of her in the search history when you're typing her specific name. But if you're typing Cole Carnage, even if he's not live, that will be the first name you get when you're typing Cole Carnage. So having a short and simple name is not a positive. Plus, if you try to make a YouTube channel with the name Siri, it won't work. It's already taken. So having a unique name has its perks. So we'll see what we do with that. But for now, I'm happy. I'm not going to change things. It's great the way it is. Also, are we doing split screen? Not doing full screen? Boop. I tried to type Siri in Google. She'd have to get pretty famous for that. Pretty famous. But it's cool. It's very easy. It's like as a consumer of content, it's cool and like very easy to remember. Like it's not how many underscores do you have. Siri's artist name is Siri. It's Serbs. Yes, tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna bring the stream. I think we want to have some time with the family. My dad, my stepdad, my mother's husband, his mother, my step-grandmother, passed 4 days ago. She has been desperately ill for 4 years. Dementia, she is in a 5-minute loop, and the past month or a couple of months it's been really bad. She stopped eating a couple of weeks ago, so it was like it was coming, and she's in a better place. But it's a bit rough, and so I think I want to respect his space and not stream it tomorrow. But we can go live when we come back home. It will be like a short adventure. We'll go to their place, walk around a little bit. We did some drawings today on their garden project, so I'll give them some input on site, hang out a little bit, and then we'll go grocery shopping. And when we come back home, we can go live, or we go live at the grocery shop. We'll see. So yeah, that's cool. I'm super happy in general, thank you. What made me settle down where I am now? So we used to live on a farm, rent the house. That farm was sold, and we were in the position where we needed to find a new home. And we looked all over Sweden for 8 months. Every day I spent 4 to 6 hours browsing every single house for sale. And this was 2021, COVID. Prices were skyrocketing, and I was like, in the area we lived, there was nothing we wanted to live in. Like, for our budget, we could get a shack with a leaky roof. So we looked all over. Like, we thought of moving to northern Sweden, like far up north. But it's like, it's like a 16-hour train ride to come to any of mine or Sarah's family, and to have a babysitter. That fucking sucks. And my parents had just bought a piece of land, a field, but it used to be horse pasture. So they were going to build a tiny house off-grid, which they're building right now. The foundation is up, the framing is up. The roof is, the base of the roof is done. They're putting on the fascia board, like the facade, in a couple of weeks, I think. I don't know. They live 6.5 kilometers from here. And that was just a coincidence. That's not why we bought this house. We found this house online, and we're like, this is twice as good as anything else we've seen for this money. And we had never been here, we hadn't seen it, and was like, oh shit, this is like close to where my parents are. And then I was like, it's 6.5 kilometers close. You can walk there. It's fucking insane. Babysitting was a huge plus. They are entrepreneurs, so they have almost 1 to 2 days a week where they can babysit. Almost, average is probably 1, but some weeks 2 days. So we get babysitting, and it is 150 meters to preschool from here. So we used to live in the middle of nowhere. We wanted to move to the middle of nowhere. But then this came up, and it's like, we have neighbors on both sides, but from here we have just, if we look out any window, we just see forest. And in the back, our property is adjacent to a municipal forest, like quite big. So it really feels like the best of both worlds, where we have 150 meters to preschool, but also is in the middle of nowhere-ish, but have a gas station 50 meters away, and a convenience store that honestly have everything you need to survive. It's a bit pricier than a big store, but like 70 meters away. And 3 major cities within an hour. And we paid 1.3 million Swedish, so $130,000 for this. Our living expenses is like electricity, insurance, water, sewage, trash, everything is $700 a month, including the loan and mortgage and interest. We have 135 square meters indoors. We have a 15 square meter guest house, and a garage, single car garage, but it's 2 cars deep, shed, and a 1,000 square meter property. Yeah, in the old place we had 40 minutes to the closest store. 25 minutes to the closest store. Like, if you want to go and get a pizza, it's 40 minutes. 20 minutes one way and 40 minutes return. Yeah, and now 40 minutes if you drive legal. We drive really slow. We drive 70 on the highway. Not really, but we drive 70 on a 90 road. So for us, a 40-minute trip takes an hour because we just chill. You played Dota with me? Dude, I missed the Dota days. I cherish it. I had such a blast. I played Dota for 2-3 years. It was like, I was obsessed about it. What I liked about it was, it's like chess. Infinite amount of moves you can make. but you do it together with a group of friends. You lose together, you win together. I made so many friends through that video game, and I had a lot of fun with it. And that's probably one of those games that I don't play because I like it too much. If that makes sense. Like time just gone. A game like Farm Sim, which I play now, that's my main game right now. I play it 10, 20 hours on average a week. It's more like slow-paced strategy. It's solo. It's more like watching a movie for me. It's relaxing. I only like to play for a couple of hours at a time. Some days I play for 15 hours, but most of the time I play like 4 hours and then I'm done. Dota I could play from when I wake up to when I go to bed. Whew, it's dangerous. Yeah. So that's the story on why we live right here. It's actually hilarious. It was a difficult choice. It was a very difficult choice where if we were going to live close to my parents or close to her parents, because that felt like the natural selection when we moved. It was like we could stay where we are. We could move to Siri's parents, or we can move to where my parents are moving. Because why not be close to family? And around the area where where Siri's parents live, we would get a renovation project with this money. We would not get a livable house. And this is from 74, so it's like 50 years old, but it was renovated in the 90s. New triple glazed windows, or new, they're from the 90s, so it's 30 years old. No, 2010, they're 10 years old. They changed all the doors and the windows 10 years ago. So it's like well kept and nice. I'm not a huge fan of these wallpapers, I'm not gonna lie, but a bit of paint, which is sort of about like everything. It's like, yeah, you could fix that, you could do this, you could do that, or but you don't have to. For the money, it's just insane. That leaves us time to build the IRL rig for three days, which is pretty insane. Like all the work I put in, very little reward. Like we're talking $1 an hour, no, $50 an hour, because I have been getting some donations. Like today, I think one sub, 700 bits. Yeah. So today I made like $10, but I streamed for 12 hours. So it's not a lot. Siri, on the other hand, makes more. So this setup is like the time I spent is for the future, both for my channel, but also for Siri to be able to stream whatever she wants. My job is a lot about providing opportunity. So if Siri is like, I want to do a music stream on a mountaintop, I can do that. I can fix that for her. That's a big part of my job. And this setup is so versatile that I think there's nothing that stops us from doing whatever content we want to do. Like she could plug in her guitar into the rig and produce music from anywhere. We have Logic. That's her DAW of choice. So the Mac Mini is powerful enough to run Logic without a hesitation, like no problem at all. So she could just plug in her guitar, plug in her Neumann microphone, and do a music stream wherever. Multiple camera angles. We could do 5 camera angles from the mobile rig with the tech we have for 8 hours on battery. Wild. I'm just dragging. It's too fun talking to you guys. I have so much to say, and you guys ask the right questions. So thank you so much. I saw you make a clip earlier. Never thanked you. I don't know what it was, but I presume it was of a showing of the rig. If not, I'll go back and clip it. Don't worry about it. But I presume that's what it was. This let's not make it 10 years before we speak again, okay? You don't have to like the content and come by often, but I wish to see you as a regular, you know? And Pingo, nice to make your acquaintance. Thank you for being here.